welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is Richard. Well, we have got some great itineraries in store with you today with Britain's favourite cruise line. It's P&O Cruises. Now, you'll be glad to know that they were the winners of Best Value for Money at the Cruise International Awards, and you are going to find out why, because there is so much included in the price that we're going to explain the details a little bit later in the show. But not only that, we are going to be including some on-board credit as well for you to spend on whatever you choose. So, to tell us a little bit more about P&O Cruises, it's Richard.
Thanks very much indeed, Carly. Well, P&O Cruises is all about traditional British cruising, whose roots trace back now over 180 years. P&O Cruises are tailored to British tastes and comforts, and on board you can find award-winning big names like Marco Pierre White with his restaurant and Ollie Smith with his glasshouse on some of their ships. Now, they're a great choice for all the family, and if you're cruising with the kids, they have characters on board and well-organised kids clubs, whilst you can be enjoying all the facilities around the ship too. Now, the entertainment is geared to Brits with some great comedians, some guest entertainers on board, vocalists, musicians and things like that. With all the facilities on board, you will never be bored on a P&O Cruises holiday, and right now we've got some great itineraries lined up for you with lots of things included. As Carly said, we'll go through them as we go through the itineraries and with some onboard credits to tempt you on board. So get yourself a piece of paper, get yourself the pen and get the phone handy, because I think you're going to need it.
Oh, I definitely think you're going to need it today, because we're going to start out by taking you to the Canary Islands in the winter time. So a bit of that winter sunshine. And this is on board the P&O Ventura. So let's join Richard for a little look around.
Welcome on board Ventura, one of the largest ships in the P&O Cruises fleet, and there is so much going on around the ship all day and all night. Whether you're cruising as a family, as a couple or as a solo traveller, there are lots of facilities going around the ship. So join me as we have a look around Ventura. Well, I've made it on board. It's time to come and explore what the accommodation is about. And P&O Cruises offer everything from inside to ocean views, balconies and even suites. Should we have a look? I'm in an inside stateroom on board Ventura, and one of the things is there's so much space here that you could be enjoying. Plenty of storage space if you're bringing your dresses for the formal evenings on board. There's a well-equipped bathroom, and of course there's a British favourites that you'll know and love with P&O Cruises, including tea and coffee making facilities, and those British 3-pin plugs, so there's no need to bring any adapters. You can keep all your tablet devices, phones and cameras all charged so you can take pictures of all those fabulous destinations. So I've unpacked, and now it's time to discover what's going on around the ship. This is the Horizon newspaper. It's delivered every day. It will tell you what's going on around the ship from early in the morning right up until the early hours of the following morning. I'm going to have a look at what the dress code is and see what the entertainment's like this evening. So here we are in a typical balcony cabin on board. It's very similar to an interior or an ocean view, but it allows that little bit of extra room with your own balcony, which makes it very spacious and airy on board. Now, it's great if you're cruising with the family. You can see here we're set up for the younger cruisers, so you know that they can have a fantastic time on board. I think I'm just going to go and sit on the balcony and soak up some sunshine. Well, here we are, top deck of Ventura. There are 4 swimming pools on Ventura, so you can have a splash when you're on your cruise adventure. There are plenty of sun lounges if you fancy just chilling out by the pool with a book, with a drink in your hand. And if you need a drink, you'll find that from the Breakers Bar, which is here. And if you fancy a spot of lunch, head to the poolside grill. Do you know what? I could stay here all day. Welcome to Reef on board Ventura. This is the kids club, so much fun going on here. Now, you can bring your children here, aged between 0 and 17, and they'll be divided with kids of their own age, so they'll be having fun making things, designing things, playing games and having activities all throughout the day, whilst you can be enjoying the facilities around the ship. Well, this is the retreat on board Ventura. At the front of the ship, if you fancy escaping all the hustle and bustle of the top deck, you can come here for a small cover charge and enjoy just quiet relaxation for the whole entire day. Well, this is the dining options on board the main dining room. We've got two options for you here, cinnamon or saffron, where you can head to. There is club dining, which is the same table every evening at the same set time, or you can choose freedom dining, where you can come as you wish throughout the evening. But whichever time you choose, you'll always enjoy the same fantastic food. Welcome to Epicurean. This is a speciality fine dining restaurant. Now you can eat here for a cover charge from just £28 per person, and you can get some great traditional English dishes, like we've got the Devonshire white crab to start with. We can have the pork fillet for our main, and something that I'm looking forward to here, the caramelised apple crumble. Now you can also head here for afternoon tea as well, which is served here and also in the main restaurant. That's with Eric Landlards, and from just £15 per person. But make sure you pre-book it when you come on board so you don't miss out. Welcome to the Arena Theatre here on board Ventura, and what a great venue it is. It's so big. Now you can come here for the main show that takes place every evening. That could be a show that can incorporate a guest act that comes on board, a magician, a vocalist, a musician, a guest entertainer, or of course there's the resident ship band, where you can enjoy live evening entertainment. Well, sadly, my time has come to an end on board Ventura, and I can't wait to get back on for my next cruise holiday. You can see she is facility rich and a great choice for all the family. P&O Cruises is all about quintessential British quality. Well, that was Ventura, and this is now your turn to get on board Ventura and sample some of that entertainment, some amazing food and some of these great destinations. We're off to the Canary Islands now on the 27th of November this year for a 12-night holiday, and look at that price there. This is for 12 nights. We're going to be cruising in and out of Southampton, so there's no restrictions when it comes to taking luggage with you. You can pack, ladies, as many handbags and pairs of shoes as you want. We'll get you on board. We're going to cruise out, and our first port of call will be Madeira. We're going to dock into Funchal in the heart of Madeira itself. Here you're known as the Garden Islands. You can go and sample some Madeira wine. You've got a Madeira cake, Monty, which you can take a toboggan ride down the hill on that one. Then we're on to La Palma is our next port of call. Here you can find a 16th century fountain and town hall. You've got the Renaissance church and a handicrafts market where you can pick up some local pottery. Then it's on to Gran Canaria is our next port of call. You've got the stunning desert scenery of Maspalomas, or further afield you can go and tour some of the peaceful old towns with its lush banana plantations. Lanzarote is our next port of call with its spectacular moonlight volcanic landscape, best seen from the Timanfaya National Park area. Then it's on to Lisbon is our final port of call. You'll pass the Belém Tower and the impressive monument to the discoveries with its statue of Henry the Navigator. As you dock into Lisbon, you can go and explore the capital of Portugal. Then we should be cruising you back to Southampton. So we've got 12 nights on board Ventura here, going on the 27th of November this year. We can be getting you on board from £769 per person. Now this is working out under £65 per person per night. When you think of everything that's included, all of your entertainment, you've got a great programme of events going on throughout the day there. You've got your food, so there's snacks, there's the room service if you want that. You've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, whether that be served in the main restaurant or whether buffet, or whether you choose to go to both maybe. And we're also going to include as well, you've got a couple of options for you here. We can give you either £90 per stateroom onboard credit, or we can give you free port parking at the port of Southampton for the duration of your cruise holiday, or we can give you free return pickups on coach from selected pickup points all across the UK. You choose whichever one you want, so you can either have £90 per stateroom onboard credit, free car parking or free coach. If you want any more information, pick up that phone and give us a call now on 0800 655 6449.
What a great winter sunshine escape, and just look at that price. When you work it out per night, £65, under £65 a night. If you did a city break and included a West End style show, your meals or your food while you're there, could you get it for this price? And you've got so much more on board a P&O cruise and some lovely destinations to visit as well. Don't miss out. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton and heading for the beautiful port of Madeira. So much to do in this destination. I'd recommend heading up Monty. The views really are spectacular, and that toboggan ride down is a lot of fun. Then we're into La Palma, so easily explored on foot, and just a 5-minute stroll from the cruise terminal along the promenade will take you to the lovely old quarter. water. Then we're into Gran Canaria. There's a modern shopping centre right by where the ship docks, or maybe head to Playa de las Canteras and relax on the beach for the day, or maybe in one of the lovely restaurants. Then we're into Lanzarote. You could head to Timofaya National Park here to see those moonlight volcanic views. They're absolutely spectacular. Then we're into Lisbon, the Portuguese capital, of course. Maybe try a 4x4 adventure while you're here to nearby villages and explore what Lisbon has got to offer. Then we're going to be sending you back into Southampton. Fares from just £769 per person. This is 12 nights away. Like I said, under £65 a night. Unbelievable. You can see why they won that value for money award, can't you? And we are, of course, including that £90 of onboard spend per stateroom as well. Don't miss out on this one. What a wonderful cruise at a wonderful price. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and we are on board the lovely Oceania. So let's join John for a little look around.
You know, this is what I love about the ship. It's the atrium. It's the true heartbeat of the ship. From here, you've got so many things. You've got restaurants, bars, receptions just over there. It's a whole lease of life to the ship. And with the glass lifts as well, oh my goodness, this is a place you'll be going to spend a lot of time. You know, I just love the open decks on board the ship. There are so many different places, from the back deck with the swimming pool and jacuzzis to the 2 swimming pools on main deck and all these wonderful sunbeds. I'm sure one of them's got your name on it. The one thing that will knock you out about any P&O cruise is the entertainment on board, and it really is special. Some big star names and some that will really surprise you. Find out that you've got them on board. This is the Starlight Lounge, and my goodness me, I've had some great entertainment here. I've laughed out loud and I've sang along, and you'll be doing the same too. So I got here a bit early tonight just to get myself a front row seat. Well, if you want to look up on your next destination or really get in depth in the research, this is the place to head, the library. Well, I've got all the research I need. I'm on my way. One of the great things about being on a P&O cruise holiday is the fact of the choice you have. It's all the things that you love about home as well. Things like branded coffees that you know and love. I don't know whether I have a latte or an Americano, or maybe even a mocha. Choice, choice, choice. Do you know what? This is one of the best meals I've ever had. And you know, seeing we're off the coast of Italy, you can't not have a taste of Italy, can you? So I've gone for another course. Fantastic. Do you know, one of the problems when you get the dessert menu is there's so many good things on it. I just don't know what to have. It's down to 3. So I'll have all 3. The trio of desserts. Oh, this looks good. It's so lucky there are no calories at sea. This is the part of the reef for the smaller children, and they've got everything here, from a pool full of balls, they've got toys you could galore, crafts, art, jigsaws, and do you know what, they've even got dressing up outfits. I could be a fireman or a doctor. The choice.
Wasn't John enjoying some great weather there on board Oceania, and all those sun lounges on the top deck? There's one with your name on it. So we're off to Spain and Portugal now on the 29th of October this year for 10 nights. We're going to get you on board in Southampton. We'll cruise out, and our first destination will be La Coruña. Now, lots await you in La Coruña. The transatlantic quay is the dock itself. You'd be surprised to learn that La Coruña is the closest European port to New York. You've got the famous lighthouse there as well. Then it's on to Cadiz. Now behind the 18th century cathedral, go and explore that. As the view from the top is well worth climbing up the internal stairs for stunning views all around. Then it's on to Malaga is our next destination. Here you've got a choice of the Costa del Sol resorts if you fancy that. The many beaches all around the coast there. Then it's on to Gibraltar. This is our next port of call. Duty-free shopping here, and it's, you know, it's not just things like alcohol. You can also get leather goods, china, glassware, perfume if you fancy it. Then we're going to be cruising you into Lisbon. This is our final destination. Do take the sightseeing tram. That will show you all the sights around Lisbon itself. The number 28, that will show you and give you a great insight into some of the destinations and attractions you can visit in Lisbon itself. Then we should be cruising you back to Southampton. So we're going away here for 10 nights on the 29th of October this year. We can get you on board for a great price. Look at this, from just £699 per person. Once again, we're going to include a choice of options for you. You can have £70 per stateroom onboard credit, or free port parking at the port of Southampton for the duration of your cruise holiday, or we can even include as well free coach transfers from selected pickup points all over the UK. You choose whichever one suits you, but whenever you call us here at Vision Cruise and you book this select fare at £699, you can choose your cabin, you can choose your dining times on board, and that's one of the great things about calling us here at Vision Cruise. By just calling that number 0800 655 6449, you come through to us here at the Cruise Specialist. You tell us what you want when it comes to your dining requirements, and we can pass that on to the ship so your holiday can be made that extra little bit special. Don't forget again, you can get that £70 per stateroom onboard credit, free port parking to Southampton, or you've got free coach transfers from selected pickup points all over the UK. Give us a call now, 0800 655 6449.
Well, at the beginning of the show, I referred to P&O as Britain's favourite cruise line, and it's not hard to see why. It's things like on board, it's pound sterling. You don't need any of those travel adapters for your plugs. You can just plug them straight in. And the entertainment is catered for you, the British audience. Comedians that are going to appeal to your sense of humour, and wonderful production shows. They've got it all going on P&O. Make sure you're on there too. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we are going to be sailing you out from Southampton and heading for the beautiful La Coruña, steeped in history and offering mouth-watering seafood for you to try, and some great shopping opportunities while you're there as well. Then we're going to sail into Cadiz for Seville, of course. Look out for the lovely whitewashed houses associated with this beautiful city. Then we'll arrive into Malaga in southern Spain, maybe relax on the beach for the day, or visit one of the palaces or the beautiful cathedral. Then we're going to take you to Gibraltar, one of my favourite ports. Head up the rock for stunning views and meet those cheeky Barbary apes, but keep tight hold of your camera. And I'm pretty sure they've got a stash of sunglasses and hats up there as well.
And hold on to your ice cream as well.
Oh yes, definitely that. Then we're going to be sailing you into Lisbon. Take that local tram around this medieval city and sample some local cuisine while you're there as well. The main square is a great spot for doing that. Then we're going to be sailing you back into Southampton, and that's fares from just £699 per person. Obviously working out 10 nights under £70 a night, and we're going to be giving you that £70 per room of on-board credit. This is the 29th of October, going for 10 nights. Don't let it go without you. Get yourself on the phone and give us a call on 0800 655 6449, or for more information about P&O Cruises, take a little look on the website visioncruise.co.uk. We're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and we're going to be taking you around Northern Europe, some really stunning cities, and this is on board the P&O Aurora. So let's take a little look around.
Yeah, let's have a look at what you can be experiencing on board P&O's Aurora. It's a mid-sized ship in the fleet, you can see here as well, and there's lots of activities for you to enjoy. Look at the stunning atrium that awaits you when you step on board there. It's like the heartbeat of the ship. This is one of the suites if you fancy enjoying a suite. The price we've quoted you here, that's based on an inside. We can do ocean views, we can do balconies, there are suites. Give us a call if you want a different price and we'll quote you on that separately. If you're choosing to go with the family, they're a great choice, P&O Cruises. As I was telling you earlier, there's sort of games they can play, their computer games, and you know what, they're all included in the price of your holiday. Lots of choices of bars and lounges around the ship. You've got Raffles Bar, the Crow's Nest, Anderson's Bar. On board your cruise holiday, there are formal nights. You can see people dressed up here in all their finery. On this cruise holiday, you'll probably get 2 formal nights on board where you can dress up and have the fantastic gala evening meal where there's a great menu to pick from. If you don't want to dress up, you don't have to. You can always head to the buffet on board. Here's one of the comedians you saw still there in one of the show lounges there. There is ballroom dancing you can learn all about as well. There's a cinema on board. There's the main theatre, of course. There's a luxury spa if you want to be pampered when you're on your holiday. When it comes to dining as well, there's two different options. There's the club dining, where you can have the same table at the same time every evening and sit with the same people. Or there's freedom dining, where there's no set dining times or no fixed seating. You can turn up whenever you want. And of course, there's the option to have select dining venues as well, where there's a small cover charge to go and sample those. But go on, why not treat yourself? You're on holiday after all. And we're going to include some onboard credit as well. You can take it easy. You can be as active as you like. There's plenty of things for you to do. Walk around the teak decks, relax in the spa, or of course go for a walk or a jog around the running track, or go and watch the sunset or the sunrise the following morning. So we're going away here on board Aurora. This is going around Northern Europe to some great cities on the 6th of December this year for 10 nights. Cruising out of Southampton, our first destination will be Hamburg. Now when you get to Hamburg, there are lots of things await you there. I was surprised when I went to Hamburg of all the canals in the city itself. Again, we're in the run-up to Christmas here, so maybe you can get your Christmas shopping when we're visiting these ports. Then we're going to take you into Copenhagen. Now the cruise into Copenhagen is fantastic to go and see that. Do go and have a look at the Little Mermaid statue, and do you know what, I was surprised how little the statue was when you see it. It's
Yes.
really impressive. We're going to be overnighting you on board in Copenhagen, so you've got plenty of time to go out and do some shopping, go and try some of the local evening entertainment, grab yourself a bike and go around the city. Then we're on to Oslo is our next destination. You've got the Cultural History Museum here, which is well worth a visit, or the Viking Ship Museum as well. I can highly recommend that. Then we're on to Amsterdam is our next port of call. You've got Anne Frank's house if you want to go and visit that. Go and take a river cruise there to learn all about Amsterdam and see it all from the canal itself, or take an open-top bus tour. Then it's on to Zeebrugge. Here you could go to Bruges for the day, go and pick up some chocolates for people for their Christmas presents.
Yes, please.
Take a horse-drawn carriage ride around Bruges and Zeebrugge itself. You can do that if you want to. And then we should be cruising you back to Southampton. Now this is a great cruise holiday that's going on the 6th of December this year. And just look at that price you can see there. And just think of everything that's included there from just £689 per person. We're also, once again, going to give you a choice when it comes to giving you some onboard credit. We can give you £70 per stateroom onboard credit. We can take care of your car parking if you want us to do that for you, or we can do coach transfers from selected pickup points all over the UK. You choose which one of those suits you best. The onboard credits, the free coach service, or the free car parking. You're going to get 10 nights on board Aurora for just £689 per person. You know, look at the price here, £68.90 per person per night. Now that price, that's based on an inside. If you wanted to have an ocean view, or maybe you fancy pushing the boat out and having a balcony maybe, you can get all the upgrade prices and details on the website at visioncruise.co.uk, or you can always pick up that phone and give the team here a call at Vision Cruise. We're the experts when it comes to cruise holiday and sending people on board with P&O Cruises. That number is at the bottom of the screen. And just to remind you as well, we've got itineraries going on all P&O Cruises ships right now, all the way through until 2018 as well. That's now gone on sale. If you want the latest brochure, or you want to find out some itineraries for 2018, you can find those on the website visioncruise.co.uk, or just pick up that phone and call us here. It's 0800 655 6449.
Well, what a great itinerary to be doing at this time of year. I'm thinking, I wonder if you'll find some Christmas markets around this time. Maybe a glass of Glühwein while you're in Hamburg. Sounds nice, doesn't it? And don't forget, in this one itinerary, you're away for 10 days and you're going to get to visit 5 different countries for under £69 a night. How good does that sound? Don't miss out. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton and heading for Hamburg. Explore this fashionable city and discover its rich history. It's got numerous museums and some great shops and restaurants as well. Then we're going to arrive into Copenhagen, where you've got your overnight in port, and there's so much to do. Perhaps visit Tivoli Gardens amusement park and one of the stunning palaces, or wander along the canals and down those pretty narrow streets. Then we're into Oslo, and you dock walking distance from the centre, and it's a small and compact city, so it's easy to explore on foot. Then we'll arrive into Amsterdam. Now you could do so much here, maybe do the canal cruise or hire a bike and explore like a local. And I definitely recommend visiting Anne Frank's house. It's quite fascinating. And then we are in to Zeebrugge, and Richard mentioned it, chocolate.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. You could go to Bruges for the day, wander the canals, enjoy a chocolate top waffle, or perhaps it's about an hour and a half to head to Brussels. Go and see the sights that Brussels has got to offer. Then we'll be sailing you back into Southampton, and all of that from fares of just £689 per person and of course your £70 of onboard credit. Don't miss out. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, it's now time for our quick picks.
And we start off this time round on board Aurora. We're off to the Canary Islands on the 27th of November for 14 nights. Cruising out to Southampton, we're off to Lisbon, Madeira, where we'll overnight you in Port, La Gomera, Fuerteventura, then we're on to La Coruña, and then back to Southampton. £899 per person. This is working out under £65 per person per night, and we're going to include £100 per room onboard credit, which you can use to spend however you want on board Aurora. Shopping, you've got excursions, you've got pampering you can do as well. All that at a great price. Then we moved on to Britannia. We're off to Norwegian Fjords on the flagship of the fleet, the 8th of June for 7 nights. Cruising out to Southampton to Stavanger, then we're off to Olden, Ailsund, Bergen, and then back to Southampton. We can get you on board for £799 per person. We've included £60 per room onboard credit, or we can give you free port parking or free coach transfers from selected pickup points all around the UK. Visioncruise.co.uk for more information, or 0800 655 6449 and we'll get you on board Britannia. And our final one, we're off to the Canary Islands on Ventura on the 15th of October for 12 nights. Out of Southampton we cruise to La Coruña, Madeira, Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Lanzarote, Cadiz, and then back to Southampton. £899 per person. Once again, we can give you £90 per stateroom onboard credit, free car parking at the Port of Southampton, or free coach transfers from selected pickup points all over the UK. Whichever one suits you, get yourself on board. 0800 655 6449.
Well, I think we've seen why P&O won that best value for money, haven't we? Some incredible deals today. Don't let them go without you. You've got onboard credit in there as well, and some beautiful itineraries. And if you've never cruised before, then now is the time to do it. And with P&O Cruises, I'm pretty sure you'll be back for another one. Give us a call on 0800 655 6449 and get yourself on a P&O cruise. But for myself and from Richard, it's time to go. We'll see you next time on The Cruise Show.
We'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.